Hello, profit takers. It's Victoria here, and we are back with another video. This is the day after Christmas. So, for those of you who celebrate, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, season's greetings to you all. We are getting ready to count down into the new year, and today I wanted to drop a quick video here on how to trade Forex using a simple strategy. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about, there's going to be three pairs I'm going to go over. First things first, we're going to go over gold. And of course, you guys know we have the Profit Takers Alert dashboard available to you all. I'm just going to slide this over here so you can see. So this tool right here is going to enable you to quickly search through some opportunities. There's some extensive videos that I have that go over all the different elements here and how you can use it, as well as flashcards in the local community where you can also review, what you to look for. Okay. Now we are making some changes and some updates in here for 2024. So I can't wait to get those out to you all. But for right now, guys, just know that we do have this available to you. It does have a trade manager. This is going to keep your sanity. Okay. For those of you who know, trading is hard. Okay. And it's even harder when you over risk. Okay. Because then now you're putting your account at jeopardy. Your strategy, it may be a great strategy. You may be in the right direction when you're in a sell or in a buy, but sometimes the market is going to stretch you to your limit on your risk, right? So this is going to help you to mitigate that and manage your risk appropriately. You're going to be able to set your targets here. You're going to be able to set the parameters for the risk, whether it's going to be a lot, a percentage, or a dollar amount. You're going to be able to set your profit target and your daily drawdown limits that you have for your capital. Okay. Always about capital preservation, and to build upon it. That's how we become profitable traders, right? Are we going to win every day? No, but when we do lose, we're not going to lose our hats. Okay. We're going to continue to be able to wake up and trade for another day. All right, so looking at gold, I am looking at H4 right now in the higher time frame. And what do I see, guys? One of my favorite things to look at is to see how far are we from the peak. Okay, and then how many weeks of rise or fall are we in, right? And how much more space do we have, right? So the good thing is we had a big push. We had these three gigantic candles here, right? That happened on this, what is this, like the third week of December, right? Let's see, because each one of these lines represents a week. So I would say third to the fourth week of December. December is a long month. Okay. Okay, make that the second week. Okay, I'm going to take that back. That was the second week of December. All right, and anytime we see these gigantic candles, they're often referred to as vector candles, guys. That always initiates some kind of trend change. However, this trend change was not a fulfilled one. It actually just failed, right? Came to the low and retest. And this is one of my favorite setups, when the market retests, okay? Because often when that happens, guys, you can just assume a beautiful, nice ride up or down. Now, is there going to be an opportunity to counter trend? Yeah, absolutely. But I would not hold on to those opportunities. Okay. So right now, based off of this market retesting, I'm counting this as one. Now we're back in week one. And now we are currently going into week two as we close out this month and start a new year, right? So basically this week, I'm going to be looking to go long on this particular pair. All right. Now, now that I'm looking at H1, now we have another bird's eye view, if you will, of what's happening here. So like I shared with you, this retest happened. This was on the 19th, and I like to count the breaks of structure. Now, I didn't necessarily get I didn't see anything necessarily break. It was ranging for like literally 2 days. So it broke here, like when it opened. I mean, I kind of hate it when it does it like that, because it's like when did it actually break? Was it the close or the open? Right? But nonetheless, this is when it finally broke structure, guys, from when the reset occurred, which was right here. So I'm counting this as one. Now, the 22nd, we finally broke the previous day structure. That's why I'm like, okay, is this today the day or what? Because then again, if that's the case, then this is just our one, right? Because if this happened, since it happened like right at when the market opens, this could also just be our only structure that broke right there. So I'm looking literally for the next break, right? Today was and it literally, guys, it's still the 26th. In the trading world, it is the 27th. But technically, it was another range bound day. It was very low volume. Now, I never really know what's going to happen after the holidays because it varies. Sometimes there's like really good volume and sometimes there just isn't. But I'm not going to just not come here and see if there's an opportunity, because we had an opportunity today in the indices. Okay. And gold was just, kind of just ranging. So it wasn't anything that I was that interested in. It didn't move until towards the end of the session. Actually, the trading session, not the actual 9 to 11 session, right? One will typically trade, but it was towards the end of the day, which I wasn't even, by then I'm snapping out. I've like literally snapped out of it by then, right? Like I am not trading. So my next thing here, guys, for the next trading session is for price to break that structure, guys, and get us our second push. That's what I'm looking for. All right. I'm looking for continuing to break the highs and respect the lows. That's the whole thing about going long. And even based off of what I'm seeing here, that's the next thing, is for this next thing to happen. So it could totally come here and break this high from last, was that Thursday? Okay. Or, I don't know. Will it just get support or resistance rather, right? Will it get resistance from this particular area? If it does, then fine, right? Go down. I don't care. Okay. I don't care. At this point, it's 5 days out, and usually 5 days from the low. And because it's a reset, I'm just counting that 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? Technically for today. But technically, when I go to sleep and wake up, this thing is, we're really going to be in this session, and I'll be able to know where we are. Okay. Totally. I had to teach my dog what tomorrow was. I was like, do you know what tomorrow is? She's so smart, but these dogs, oh my God, that's another story. Anyway, so basically, guys, that's what we're looking for. If it doesn't happen, then it's fine, right? We're just going to take this short, but I'm going to use my guides here, right? This particular low here that I've already marked as an area where if it does drop, it may not go further than that. Or perhaps, since we did have somewhat of a low right here, that could be the area where it could get some support. Okay. All right, so that's my take on that particular pair. I'm going to go ahead and go to, this is NAS. So I'm still in this one, guys. I went ahead and entered this one, and I just left it. I was like, you know what? Let me just see what happens. So this one, I was thinking, since it was 3 days of rise, right? We had 1, 2, 3 days of rise. I'm thinking, okay, if it gets up here, guys, don't be surprised if it's going to give you a reversal, right? Again, I don't hold these reversals when it happens, but if it breaks structure, then we're just going long, guys, all day, going long. So this is NAS right now. It's still pushing up. We're probably going to get this, and then maybe it will get to this area up here and then eventually reverse back. I don't know, but I have my TP around there anyway. But I decided to just kind of let it roll. Okay. Same thing for US 30, guys. It also came up to, it didn't quite touch the previous high. As you can see that day when we put that high in place, what did we have? We had like these giant candles, right? We had the 3 vector candles. You can see them better on M30, but that's what it was. And that always indicates a trend change, always, right? And it just means that it finished up this particular cycle, and we're going to the the opposite cycle. That's all that is. And I love to see that because it's just a great indication. So this one we had these highs been taken out, right? So I'm thinking, okay, if this makes it up here, because usually, guys, sometimes, like I said, you never know after the market. It could have gone up there and then started to reverse back and gave us an opportunity in New York to, the people that like to get in there right when it hits at 9:30 and take a quick short, right? That could have happened for some folks, right? So I didn't know if we are going to get a stop hunt today or tomorrow, but it's like something to note because this particular high up here is where we want to pay attention to because that's where we want price to go ahead and break structure to continue on this reset, right? Because again, this one did reset from the low, and I always like those because it's just a good, it's always a smooth ride up, right? It just always is, okay? So keep in mind on that for tomorrow. All right. If this thing comes up here, whether it's going to hold or to break, but again, we prefer it to break because we want to go long. But if it doesn't, then guys, we're not going to be upset. Same with the S&P. I took this trade today as well. As you can see, I left the little areas here where we entered and then where we took profit at. And, that was it. It hit that area and that was it, guys. I was like, yeah. Okay. So we'll see if tomorrow if we'll actually get some kind of a retracement and then a retest to this particular high, because we love to take the retests, right? That's what we want. Retest. Because then we know it's on, okay? The long game is on and popping. And that's what we want. All right. So that is the easy thing, guys. I mean, what did we talk about? Going to the higher time frame. We're looking at where price retested at, and we can tell biggest day that this was a retest. And the reason why I'm showing you this is a retest is because it is not, now you can't see all the way down there, but let me see if I can go to a different one where the peak is. Okay, so the first peak was down here. Now this peak indicator is available to everyone who is, if you get the indicator, you can get if you get the PTAD, right, then you'll get all these other cool indicators for free with it. Okay. If you're a member of the locals, then you can get it for free as well. Okay. All right. So the market retests a few times. All right. And here it retested again. I'm sure that was where we probably would have seen another low right there. So now again, we're back. So this was week 1, week 2. So I'm expecting this thing to go all the way up to 380R. And then perhaps get some resistance and then come on back down, right? So that's my take. And that's how I love to see these retests in the market because it just, to me, it's the best and the easiest trade that you could take. And if you have a good strategy, you're using your risk management tools here, that could be the trade for the month, right? Or the trade for the week. Okay. Based on how much you have available to trade, because it's all about your capital. You don't want to blow it out, but it can help you to build a smaller account faster. All right. So that is all I have for right now, short and sweet. So I invite you to go to my website, go to profit-takers-alerts.com. You can try the indicator for free for 7 days. Try before you buy. No credit card is required. Or you can just buy it and just save 30% right off the top. Okay. Both are great deals. And then of course you can cancel at any time. Join. And as soon as you join, guys, you'll get emails from me. And just reply back to the emails. Go ahead and register for locals, and I'll make sure that you have free access for locals. If you're not a part of that, it's $5. I try to make things as affordable as possible with the most amount of value as possible for all the traders out there. Okay, because I know this thing is hard. Okay, trading is no joke. So what I like to do is just try to keep it as simple as possible, not try to dig in too much and try to overanalyze things. And I think that's what happens. We overanalyze, over risk, we get emotional, and we just, start beating ourselves up. And we don't want to do that because we want to win 2024. That's the whole thing, right? So again, take a visit at our website. and we will see you in our next video. Ciao for now.